In the very heart of the African continent, cradled by the immense basin of its namesake river, lies a country of staggering scale and profound complexity. It is a land of superlatives, a nation defined by the world's second-largest rainforest, a river that carries more water than any other besides the Amazon, and a wealth of natural resources that is almost beyond measure. This is the Democratic Republic of Congo. From the vantage point of space, it appears as a vast, deep green lung, a sprawling expanse of forest and savanna carved by the serpentine path of the Congo River and its countless tributaries. The light here is filtered through a humid haze, a soft, equatorial glow that bathes the landscape in a vibrant, living light. But to look closer, beyond the headlines and the vast, intimidating geography, is to discover a nation of incredible human diversity and unyielding resilience. It is a place of sprawling, chaotic, and vibrant cities, of remote villages where life is governed by ancient rhythms, and of a people whose spirit is as powerful and enduring as the river that flows through their land. This is a story not of conflict or chaos, but of connection to the family that forms the center of the universe, to the culture that carries the soul of a nation, and to the daily, lived realities of one of Africa's largest and least understood countries. This is the story of life in the Congo. The rhythm of daily life in the Congo is a study in contrasts, a dynamic interplay between the frenetic energy of its cities and the steady, earthbound pace of its villages. In the sprawling metropolis of Kinshasa, a city of more than 15 million people, the day begins before dawn. The first sounds are not of birds, but of a city stirring to life. The call to prayer from a nearby mosque, the distant crow of a rooster, the growing hum of generators, and the first calls of street vendors setting up their stalls. As the sun rises, the streets transform into a torrent of human activity. Yellow taxis, overloaded buses, and a swarm of motorbikes weave through the congested arteries of the city, each driver navigating the chaotic flow with practiced skill. For many Kinshasa residents, or Quinoa, the morning is a race against time, a long and often arduous commute from the outlying residential cities to the central business districts. In a rural village in the Kivu region, however, the morning unfolds to a different rhythm. Here, the day begins with the soft light of dawn, filtering through the trees. The air is cool and fresh, filled with the scent of damp earth and wood smoke. Life revolves around the family compound, a collection of mud brick or wooden homes with thatched or corrugated iron roofs. The first tasks of the day are tied to the land and the home. Women and children walk to the nearest stream or well to fetch water, their conversations a gentle start to the day. The sound of a pestle striking a mortar, pounding cassava leaves or grains, is a familiar morning percussion. Men prepare to go to their fields, small plots of land where they cultivate cassava, maize, beans, and plantains, the staples that will feed their families. Life is lived outdoors, in the shared spaces between homes, where the community is an extension of the family. Whether in the city or the village, the market is the vibrant, beating heart of the community. It is far more than a place of commerce. It is the central hub of social life, the primary source of news, and a dazzling spectacle of color, sound, and energy. Here, everything is for sale. Mountains of fresh produce, green plantains, fiery Scotch bonnet peppers, and leafy cassava greens are piled high. The air is thick with the smells of dried fish, grilling meat, and exotic spices. Women, who form the backbone of this informal economy, preside over their stalls with a sharp business acumen, their voices rising in a lively chorus of negotiation and conversation. The market is where friendships are maintained, where gossip is exchanged, and where the pulse of the community can be felt most intensely. Family is the absolute, unshakable cornerstone of Congolese society. The individual is always seen as part of a larger, interconnected whole. The concept of the extended family is not an abstract idea. It is a daily, lived reality. It is common for multiple generations. Grandparents, parents, children, aunts, uncles, and a web of cousins to live in close proximity, often within the same compound or neighborhood. This creates a powerful and resilient support network. The well-being of one is the responsibility of all. Childcare is a shared task, with older siblings, grandparents, and neighbors all playing a role. In times of hardship, the family is the first and most important safety net, providing financial help, emotional support, and a profound sense of belonging. This deep-seated communitarianism is the glue that holds the society together, a source of immense strength in a country that has faced enormous challenges. To speak of a single Congolese identity is to overlook the immense and beautiful complexity of the nation. The Democratic Republic of Congo is home to over 250 distinct ethnic groups, each with its own unique language, customs, and traditions. This incredible diversity is the nation's greatest cultural wealth. From the Luba and Lunda peoples of the south to the Congo people in the west and the Mongo people of the Central Basin, each group carries a rich heritage of art, music, and social structure. While French is the official language of government and education, it is on the streets and in the homes that the true linguistic diversity of the Congo comes alive. The Congolese economy is a complex tapestry woven from formal industry, small-scale agriculture, and a vast, dynamic informal sector. The country is blessed with an almost unimaginable wealth of natural resources: cobalt, copper, diamonds, gold, and coltan, a mineral essential for modern electronics. The mining industry, centered in the southern Katanga region around cities like Lubumbashi, is a major source of formal employment and national revenue. Agriculture remains the backbone of the economy, employing more than 2/3 of the population. Most Congolese are subsistence farmers, cultivating small plots of land to feed their families. The work is physically demanding, done with simple hand tools like hoes and machetes. Any small surplus is taken to the local market to be sold, providing a meager cash income for essentials like medicine, school fees, and salt. Along the Congo River and the Great Lakes of the East, fishing is a vital way of life. Fishermen in traditional dugout canoes set out at dawn, their livelihoods dependent on the bounty of the water. In the cities, the informal economy is not a marginal activity, it is the main engine of daily life. It is a world of relentless hustle and entrepreneurial spirit. It is the maman selling bread and eggs from a small table outside her home, the tailor who works from a small shack, and the ubiquitous motorbike taxi drivers who navigate the city's traffic with daring skill. For millions, this is the reality of work, a daily effort to create opportunity where formal jobs are scarce. There is no safety net, no guaranteed salary. In Kinshasa, housing is a major expense. A small basic apartment in a working-class neighborhood can consume a significant portion of a family's income. Many families live in crowded conditions, often with multiple generations sharing a small space. Access to reliable utilities is a luxury. Electricity is sporadic and unpredictable. forcing those who can afford it to rely on noisy, expensive generators. Clean running water is often not available, meaning families must buy water from vendors or rely on public taps. The cuisine is built around a few key staples, prepared with a rich variety of vegetables, fish, and spices. The undisputed king of the Congolese table is cassava. This versatile root vegetable is consumed in many forms. It is ground into flour to make fufu or ugali, a thick, starchy dough that is the foundation of most meals. It is eaten with the hands, torn into small pieces, and used to scoop up savory stews and sauces. The leaves of the cassava plant, known as pondu or sakasaka, are pounded and slow-cooked with palm oil, onions, and fish to create a delicious and nutritious green stew. Plantains, rice, and maize are other important staples. Fish is the primary source of protein, especially along the rivers and lakes. A popular dish is liboke, where fish, along with chili, onions, and other spices, is wrapped in large banana leaves and cooked directly in the embers of a fire, steaming the fish in its own juices and infusing it with a smoky, aromatic flavor. Chicken is also popular, often grilled over charcoal with a spicy marinade. A shared meal is the central ritual of family life. The cooking is often done outdoors, over a charcoal brazier known as a mbabula. The process is a communal one, with women and older children working together. The evening meal is a time for the family to gather, to share the day's news, and to reconnect. Hospitality is a sacred duty. A guest is always offered food, and it is considered a great honor to share what little one has. Street food is also an essential part of the culinary culture, especially in the cities. Along the roadside, vendors sell grilled goat skewers, fried plantains, and small donuts called mikati. These simple, affordable, and delicious snacks are the fuel that keeps the city running. To understand the Congo is to understand its nature. The landscape is not a passive backdrop, it is an active, powerful force that shapes every aspect of life. The Congo rainforest, a vast, dense, and humid wilderness, covers more than half of the country. It is a world of immense biodiversity, home to an incredible array of wildlife, including forest elephants, gorillas, bonobos, and okapi. For the indigenous forest peoples, such as those in the Ituri forest, the forest is not a wilderness to be conquered. It is their home, the source of their food, medicine, and spiritual beliefs. Their way of life is one of deep, symbiotic connection to the natural world, a knowledge system built over millennia. For the majority of the rural population, life is lived in close harmony with the rhythms of nature. The agricultural calendar dictates the pace of life, the clearing of fields before the rains, the planting of seeds, and the long, patient wait for the harvest. The natural world is both a provider and a formidable challenge. The fertile soil provides sustenance, but the tropical climate also brings diseases like malaria. The rivers are lifelines for transport and food, but they can also flood, destroying homes and crops. This intimate connection to the environment fosters a deep and practical knowledge of the land. People know which plants have medicinal properties, which trees bear the best fruit, and how to read the subtle signs of the changing seasons. Life is lived outdoors, not by choice, but by necessity. The home is often just a place for sleeping. The real living room is the shaded space under a large tree, the riverbank, or the bustling village market. This constant immersion in the natural world shapes a worldview that is grounded, pragmatic, and deeply respectful of the powerful forces that surround them. For all its remoteness, modern life is making its presence felt across the Congo, often in surprising and paradoxical ways. The mobile phone has become a transformative tool, leapfrogging the lack of landline infrastructure. Even in remote villages, it is common to see people charging their phones from a car battery or a small solar panel. Mobile money services have become essential, allowing people to transfer funds and access a basic level of financial services in a country with few traditional banks. The internet is slowly expanding, particularly in the cities, connecting a new generation of young Congolese to the wider world. However, the physical challenge of moving across this vast country remains immense. The road network is sparse and largely unpaved. During the rainy season, these dirt roads can turn into impassable rivers of mud, cutting off entire communities for weeks at a time. The primary mode of transport for most people is by foot, by bicycle, or as a passenger on the back of a motorbike. For longer distances, overloaded trucks, piled high with goods and people, brave the treacherous roads in journeys that are slow, uncomfortable, and often dangerous. This is why the river remains the country's most reliable highway. The journey from Kisangani in the east to the capital Kinshasa is a classic Congolese experience, a slow-motion voyage through the heart of the country. It is a testament to the ingenuity and resilience of the people, who have created a complex and functional transport system in the face of immense infrastructural challenges. This blend of modern technology and age-old challenges is a defining feature of contemporary Congolese life. For the young people of the Congo, who make up the vast majority of the population, life is a mixture of immense potential and significant obstacles. Education is highly valued as the primary path to a better future. In the mornings, the streets are filled with children in their crisp, clean uniforms making their way to school. The public school system is extensive but chronically underfunded. Classrooms are often overcrowded, and teachers are poorly paid. Despite these challenges, parents make enormous sacrifices to send their children to school, seeing education as a vital investment. For those who finish secondary school, the dream is to attend university. Cities like Kinshasa, Lubumbashi, and Kisangani are home to large universities that are vibrant centers of intellectual and social life. However, a university degree does not guarantee employment. The formal job market is small, and many highly educated young people find themselves unemployed or underemployed, forced to rely on the informal economy to survive. This lack of opportunity fuels a steady migration from the countryside to the cities as young people leave their villages in search of work and a more modern way of life. This creates a dynamic and youthful urban population, but it also strains the already limited resources of the cities. Despite these difficulties, the youth of the Congo are defined by their energy, creativity, and hope. They are artists, musicians, entrepreneurs, and activists using their talents to create their own opportunities and to imagine a better future for their country. They are a generation that is deeply proud of its Congolese heritage, while also being connected to global youth culture, navigating a complex identity with style and resilience. The rhythm of day and night in the Congo is a study in stark and beautiful contrasts. The daytime is a time of intense work and activity. The markets are at their most chaotic, the streets are choked with traffic, and the air is filled with the sounds of commerce and labor. The sun is a powerful, demanding presence, and life is lived with a sense of urgency and purpose. It is a time for making a living, for tending to the practical tasks of survival. As the sun begins to set, a profound shift occurs. The fierce heat of the day softens, and a palpable sense of calm descends. The frantic energy of the day gives way to a more relaxed, communal atmosphere. This is the time for home, for family, for community. People return from their work, and the neighborhoods come alive. The sound of children playing fills the streets. Neighbors gather on their porches or on plastic chairs set up outside their homes, sharing the day's news and stories. The evening is for connection. It is the time for the main family meal, a moment to gather and reinforce the bonds that matter most. In the cities, the nightlife begins to stir. The sound of rumba music drifts from the local bars where people gather to drink, dance, and socialize. These are not slick, exclusive clubs. They are simple, welcoming spaces where the community comes together to unwind. In the villages, the night is much quieter. With no electricity, the darkness is deep and profound. The community gathers around a fire, the flickering light creating an intimate space for storytelling and conversation. The night is a time for rest, for reflection, and for the gentle restoration of the social bonds that will be needed for the new day to come. Life in this vast and beautiful country is not without its profound and persistent challenges. The lack of infrastructure is a fundamental obstacle to development. The scarcity of paved roads, the unreliable electricity grid, and the limited access to clean water and sanitation are daily realities for the majority of the population. The economy, despite its immense potential, has struggled to provide enough formal jobs, leaving millions dependent on the precarious, informal sector. In the eastern part of the country, particularly in the Kivu and Ituri provinces, decades of instability have created immense suffering and displacement. For the people living in these regions, life is overshadowed by a constant sense of insecurity. These challenges are not abstract problems, they are the lived experiences that shape the daily lives of the Congolese people. They are the reasons for the long, difficult commutes, the struggle to pay school fees, and the constant worry about the future. Yet to focus only on the challenges is to miss the most important part of the story: the incredible resilience, resourcefulness, and enduring spirit of the people who confront these difficulties every single day with courage and grace. So why do people choose to stay? In a country that has faced so many hardships, what is the powerful force that anchors people to this land? The answers are found not in grand monuments or economic statistics, but in the simple, profound truths of daily life. They stay for the unbreakable bonds of family, for the deep, unshakable sense of belonging to a community where they are known, loved, and supported. They stay for the culture, for the music, the stories, and the traditions that connect them to a rich and powerful heritage. They stay for the land itself, for the deep, spiritual connection to the village of their ancestors, to the river that has sustained their people for centuries, and to a landscape of breathtaking and wild beauty. In a world that is increasingly fragmented and individualistic, the Congo offers a powerful and enduring sense of community. It is the knowledge that, no matter what challenges may come, they will face them together. The Democratic Republic of Congo exists in a constant dynamic balance between its ancient traditions and the pressures of the modern world. between the untamed power of its nature and the vibrant energy of its cities, between immense challenges and an even greater resilience. It is a place shaped by the rhythm of its mighty river, by the strength of its families, and by a quiet, unwavering spirit that has endured through centuries of turmoil. Here, life is not measured by its ease, but by its depth. It is found in the warmth of a shared meal, in the infectious beat of a rumba song, and in the simple, profound beauty of the everyday. It is a living testament to the idea that in the heart of one of Africa's most complex nations, the most powerful forces are still the enduring bonds of community, culture, and the unbreakable connection to home.